This video is about the classification of solids on the basis of resistivity or conductivity. Now, this is very important in understanding electronics. So, let's look at it. Now, first type is metals or conductors. They conduct electricity, so in case of resistivity or conductivity, they have low resistivity, which is 10 raised to the power minus 2 to 10 raised to the power minus 8 ohm meter. Now this is very important to look at that the unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Now remember this could be in multiple choice questions. Now they have low resistivity and high conductivity, which is 10 raised to the power 2 to 10 raised to the power 8 Siemens per meter. Now this is also very important. Remember this unit too. You can remember these terms, but they are not asked in exam much. They will ask that what is resistivity or conductivity. Now insulators, they have high resistivity. They don't allow electrons to flow through them, like 10 raised to the power 11 to 10 raised to the power 19 ohm meter, and its unit. And they have low conductivity, which is 10 raised to the power minus 11 to 10 raised to the power minus 19 Siemens per meter. This is per meter. Now one thing to understand that you will say insulators don't allow electrons to pass through them. They do allow electrons to pass through them, but at a really high potential difference. Like air is also an insulator, but it does allow electricity to pass through them when there is a really high potential difference. Now between these two, there is one thing. The solids having resistivity or conductivity between metals and insulators are called semiconductors, and these were the key to electronic devices. So those materials, those solids which have resistivity or conductivity between metals and insulators are called semiconductors. Like they do allow electrons to pass through them at certain potential difference and do not allow them to pass through them at a certain potential difference. Now in this series of videos we are going to focus on semiconductors. So let's look at the types of semiconductors. Now the types of semiconductors. There are two types, which are elemental or compound semiconductors. Elemental semiconductors are those semiconductors which contains only one element. For example, germanium is a semiconductor, silicon is a semiconductor, selenium is a semiconductor. And also one thing, this silicon these days is most used for making semiconductor devices because it is cheap and really reliable to use it and to make semiconductor devices. Now there are compound semiconductor. For example, gallium arsenide, GaAs. This is a compound semiconductor, contains two or more elements. Now these were like inorganic semiconductors. There are also organic semiconductor, for example anthracene. Anthracene is an organic semiconductor. So these were the types of semiconductors. Now that's it for this video. In the next video we will take a look at what are valence band, conduction bands and forbidden energy gaps, and what are these for conductors like metals, insulators and semiconductor devices. To watch that video, click this card right up here or click the video in the end screen. So thanks for watching this video, and always remember that math is everything.